Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. My screen is not accepting.
Is there an issue, sir?
Yes, sir. There is a technical issue. Just give me a second. Okay, sir. The observation of the entire research work revealed 109 species from the 49 families. And these are the observation which we have seen on the area. That is the ephemeral plant we have recorded during this study. The plant which we have recorded, like Ceropegia, the insectivorous plant like Drosera, Euteria, some of the terrestrial orchid like Habenaria marginata, Eulofia, Nervalia, Aragona, Nagmani, which is Burmani, Agenetia, Iphigenia, Striga, and Crinum. And these are the plant which is there. That is, we can say these are the bryophyte, pteridophyte, fungi, which is listed along the angiospermic plant. And these are the list of the area 1 to 27, then 28 to 57, then 58 to 81, then 82 to 106 and 107 to 119. These are the list of that area. Our research discussion are the floristic exploration revealed 119 species from 109 genera from the 49 families, and family like Fabaceae, Malvaceae, Orchidaceae, Asteraceae, Apocynaceae are the dominant throughout all the season. The terrestrial orchid like Nervalia, Aragona, Eulofia, Habenaria marginata were the rare observation on the plateau. Some of the ephemeral have therapeutic value too, like the bulb of Ceropegia or Gloriosa superba. The bulb are eaten, and these are useful to treat the cancer. Few ephemerals like Nervalia aragona, these are eaten as a leafy vegetable, and the tribal people which is there around that area, they used to make pakoda the help of this Nervalia leaf. We also have seen that the insect or larva depend on this ephemeral flora. We have observed that the caterpillar are eating or they are feeding the Epigenia leaf, and on the basis of AOO, that is area actually occupied by a species, we have recorded that the critically endangered plant were 5 in number, endangered plant in 58 number, vulnerable plants were 22, near to threatened is 23, and one least concerned plant were there, that is Lantana camarum. Our conclusion is due to its uniqueness, we have observed high species richness, and due to constantly increasing anthropogenic pressure observed during this study, these ecosystems seek immediate conservation measures. And these are the reference which we have referred for the study. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. The paper is open for discussion. Anybody want to ask any questions regarding this paper? You may ask. Okay. The next presentation number is 24 by Farhan Suraliwala on floristic biodiversity of Tarzan Lake.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
So may I get the host right? Okay. I'll share my presentation.
Yes.
Good afternoon all. Today I am here to present a part of my research work that is entitled as Floristic Studies on Biodiversity of Tarzan Lake. To begin with the introduction part, there are many lakes that are present in and around the city of Mumbai. To name a few, the quite famous ones are Tulsi Lake, Powai Lake, Vihar Lake, but there are still many lakes within the jurisdictions of Mumbai BMC which are much lesser known. And one such lake is our study area, that is the TARZAN Lake, which falls under the jurisdiction of the Kandivali area, Sector 8. This lake was found to be much rich in not only the flora, but also a rich fauna diversity was being observed. The lake came into the limelight due to the sighting of the great bittern bird, which was sighted in January 2019, which was almost after the year 1939, which is almost after 60 to 70 years later. The lake has become the dumping site for the localites because of the idol immersion after the Ganpati festival. So a lot of pollutants is what's been observed during the study period as well. The current investigation was done to record the floristic biodiversity in and around the lake and in the vicinity area. The main aim and objective of the work was to study and document the vegetation around the lake and in the vicinity areas, to prepare voucher specimens and for identification and documentation purposes, to bring about awareness amongst the people in and around the lake, and to study and suggest the conservation plan that could be implemented for the protection and conservation of the lake and the biodiversity around the lake. The study area is named as the TARZAN Lake from 19.218 degrees north to 72.814 degrees east. Regular field surveys were carried on every weekend. Voucher specimens were prepared, collections were done. The collected specimens were identified using locally available literatures and online databases to confirm the identity of the collected materials, and photographs and evidences were undertaken for data compilation. The study area, once again I repeat, is named as TARZAN Lake. Observations. Approximately 89 species was documented from a small area tract which was about 852 meters long, and these are some of the observations made. The lake has been dominated by the Nilambu nucifera, and it's been engulfed by typha species around the lake. Few of the species I would like to mention over here is the Nilambu nucifera around the lake, Uraria, Brugaria, Cistantiae, Acaranthus species, Hypomia species, Passiflora, Deliveria illicilifolia, previously known as Acanthus illicifolius, Exora coccinea, Caparis, Passiflora species, Hypomia, Merarnia species, Erythrina indica, Hyptis volensis, Salvadora, Brugaria, Passiflora, Getonia floripunda, Sisyphus species. These are just a few species to name. The total documentation goes up to 89 taxa that was documented from a small tract in and around the study area. To come up to the discussion, the floristic survey of the TARZAN Lake around the Charkop Kandivali area was carried out for all seasons for 2 years. The Nilambu nucifera dominates the lake. As you can see in the background, the image has been captured from the study area. The lake also has been engulfed by typha species towards the margin of the lake. Further, in the study area undertaken currently for this particular research, Lumnifera racemosa, which was believed to be extinct from the city forest, has been documented in the current work. After 63 years, it's present in this particular area. The last documentation was carried on in 1957, which was earlier thought to be exist from the city of Mumbai. Further, a new taxa, that is Avicennia marina variety Acutissima forma pumila, was erected from this particular locality. This particular study locality also holds the type locality for the erected species. The Cistantiae tubulosa subspecies polistris. Again, this particular species is the second on the distribution list after the type locality, which was around the Borivali mangrove area. These two species are recently discovered species in the year 2019. Conclusion. Approximately 39% of the vegetation that was observed fall under the categories of trees. 16 that was observed were herbs, 18 were shrubs, 2% was liana, and 25% were climbers. The study area also comes up with the conclusion that the area was dominated by mangrove habitat, which was accumulative to 67%. 17% were parasites, prominently the holoparasites, Cistantiae and Castuta were observed in this particular study area. Hygrophytes were 8%, so were the hydrophytes, dominated by Nilambu nucifera and typha species. In the safe study area, the dominating family observed was Convolvulaceae. Most of the floras that were documented belong to the native floras, which were an indicating of low anthropogenic activities. Human interventions in this particular area could be a threat to these native flora because the lake was seen to be polluted during the study area. Also, the lake could help in replenishing the groundwater table so that these particular water can also be used up for the distribution around the city to quench the thirst of the increasing population of the city crowd. Further, this particular site could also be one of the ecotourism sites which could protect the flora and fauna in and around the lake. The study also suggests certain conservation plans needed to be implemented for the protection of the lake, which was rich in biodiversity, not only in the floristic diversity, but also rich in the fauna around the lake. These are some of the references. We would like to thank University of Mumbai for sanctioning this minor research project under BCUD. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now
Thank
the
you,
paper is open for discussion.
Sure, sir. Any questions from anyone? Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Now the presentation number 25, taxonomic studies on succulent species of Euphorbia from India. Presented by Dr. Nilesh Malpuri sir and Yogesh Khilare sir. Presentation number 25, taxonomic studies on succulent species of Euphorbia from India.
The Nilesh Malpuri sir is not present. Please take the next one.
Next is presentation number 26, diversity of Bacillophoraceae from Bori Dam, Jalgaon, Maharashtra, by Archana Chaudhary.
Archana Chaudhary ma'am has sent a video to us, so we will play it later.
Okay. Next presentation number is 27, the conservation of biodiversity during COVID-19 pandemic, a short review, by Sulakshana Madhai. Presentation number 27.
She's not present. Next one.
Okay. The next presentation number is 28. Chromosome counts in Mundulia sericea from Maharashtra, India, by Chandrika Paul.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here. Can I share my screen?
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am, you can share now.
Yes. Yes. Is the screen is visible to everyone? And am I audible to? Hello?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Screen is visible and you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Chandrika Paul, a research student and lecturer at Department of Botany, HPT Arts and Arboriculture Science College. And today I'm going to present my research work on chromosome counts in Mundulia sericea from Maharashtra, India. Mundulia is a slide is not changing. Sorry, sir, just 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am, take your time.
So Mundulia sericea is a plant belonging to the family Fabaceae family, and this plant is adapted to arid and desert region. Different authors are reported different chromosome number, and the twin chromosome number is 22 and 20. And thus, in the present communication, we confirm this chromosome number of Mundulia sericea. These are the distribution of this plant, and it's found globally in different continents like Africa, Madagascar, Sri Lanka, and India. And in India, it's found in the following states like Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, etc. For for this present study, the plant is selected from Konde village of Sinnar Taluka, Nasik, Maharashtra, and these are the synonym of the plants. The chromosome number reported by different workers. For this Modulia plant, the haploid number of chromosome is 11, and the diploid number of chromosome is 22 and 20. This is the actual habitat of Mundulia sericea plants, and this is the tree with fruiting. This is the flowering twig of Mundulia plants. This is flowers, pods, seeds. For my present study, chromosome counting, the following methodology are used. At the very first, I faced several problems in seed germinations, and the seed germinated after the boiling treatment with hot water treatment. So firstly, we have to take boiling water in a container, and then added fresh seed in that container. And after the soak seed, one day we transferred that seeds in moist petri plates, and the primary radicals were removed after the seed have emerged from the seed coat about 6 to 10 millimeter. And then we treated that with a PDB solution for 2 to 4 hours, and then squeezing, hydrolyzing with 1 normal HCl and squeezed in propanic or seed. These are the seed germination steps, hot water treatment, and then paper germination method, and these are the plantlets. So this is the actual result of chromosome count in Mundulia sericea, and the mitotic chromosome count reported by us is 2n chromosome is 22, and this is confirmed through 5 times in different germination states. Different individuals of the same populations of Mundulia sericea from Nasik showed same mitotic chromosome number, that is 22. So here the need to study truly mainly for the morphology and cytological point of view from different part of our country to understand the variations and adaptations. We are thankful to the principal, HPTRs and RYK Science College for provided the necessary laboratory facilities. And I also thankful to Dr. Gosavi sir, Nilesh sir, and Dr. S.C. Auti sir for constant support and guide. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam, for your presentation. Now topic is open for discussion.
Yes.
If anybody want to ask any questions.
Chandrika ma'am, may I ask
Yes,
something?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you get two, sir, whether it is cytotype, no? Two chromosomes.
Yes, sir. 2 chromosome number reported.
So
Yes, sir.
Which one is common, 22 or 20? Means
Sir,
which one was the first?
sir,
report?
in my study, I found 22, and there was several research papers that confirmed that Mundulia sericea having 22 chromosome numbers, and 20 chromosome number have only very minimum number of paper having 20 chromosome numbers. In our locality, we found 22. So we need to study that if
So means
any other area.
What you have find is only 20, no?
22, sir.
22. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, madam. The next presentation
Thank you,
number
everyone.
is 29. Taxonomic Studies in the Genus Dicliptera from Peninsular India by Dr. S.S. Gosavi, sir.
So ma'am, huh?
Sonali Gosavi, ma'am, it's you.
Is there Sonali Gosavi, sir? I think she is not there. So
Skip.
Sir, just 5 minutes is there.
okay.
Sorry, sir, for the inconvenience. She will not come.
Hello.
Sonali Gosal, ma'am, you are the host now. You can share your screen.
Sir, I have already sent my presentation in recording format.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Please take the next one, sir.
Okay, the next presentation number is 30. Ephemeral flowering plants on lateritic plateaus of Rajapur Tehsil, Ratnagiri district, Maharashtra, by Mr. D.B. Borude, P.P. Balekar, and Dr. A.N. Sandhvi.
Hello, sir.
Borude sir, you are the host now. You can share your screen.
Hello, sir. I am audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Good afternoon, all of you. I am going to present ephemeral flowering plants lateritic plateau of Rajapur, Ratnagiri district. Introduction and material methods. Ephemeral plants sprouted in early monsoon and generally completed their life cycle within very short period. There are 4 types of ephemeral plants. First one, spring ephemerals. Second one, desert ephemerals. Third one, mud flat ephemerals. And fourth one, weedy ephemerals. During our floristic study on lateritic plateau of Rajapur Tehsil of Ratnagiri district, we have collected 25 taxa belong to 11 families are ephemeral plants. All specimen collected from lateritic plateau of Rajapur Tehsil. Collected specimen were dissected under stereosome microscope and microphotography taken with the help of camera. Collected specimen were identified by using various floras, monograph, and revisions and POVO websites. The checklist of ephemeral flowering plants of Rajapur Tehsils. Ephemeral plants. Burmania pusilla belongs to family Burmaniaceae. Fimbristylis ratnagirica. Next one, Eleocharis concanensis. Eleocharis concanensis recently newly described from lateritic plateaus of Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. Next one, Drosera indica, Drosera burmani. Both species are insectivorous plants. Eriocolon belgamensis. Eriocolon belgamensis. We have recently new distributional records from Maharashtra state. Eriocolon minuta. Then one, Eriocolon parvicepalum. Next one, Eriocolon geranthemum. Next, Trithoria concanensis. Belongs to family Hydatiaceae. It is basal angiosperm. Next one, Bonaya ciliata. Next, Rotala malampugensis. It is endemic to India. Rotala opaltiflora. Rotala serphylifolia. Next one, Salomonia. Belongs to family Polygonaceae. Next one, Xyris indica. Utricularia, all Utricularia belongs to family Lentivularaceae. Utricularia aurea, Utricularia cerulea, Utricularia mulberica. It is endemic to Western Ghats. Utricularia praterata, Utricularia purpurescens, Utricularia reticulata, Utricularia stridula. These all species are insectivorous plants. Result and conclusion. The present work provides details, checklist, and photographs. 25 ephemeral flowering plants belong to 11 families from Rajapur Tehsil, Ratnagiri district. Total 9 species are endemic to India. Fimbris stylis laviana, Fimbris stylis ratnagirica, Iliocaris cumpenensis, Eriocolon belgamensis, Eriocolon parvicepalum, Trithuria cumpenensis, Utricularia mulberica, Utricularia praterata, Rotala malampugensis. Lentivularaceae and Eriocolaceae are the dominant families in study areas. 2 carnivorous ephemeral genera found in the study area, that is Drosera and Utricularia. There are some references are used. We are thankful to SRB, CRG, and thankful to the principal Abasai Marathi College, Rajapur, and thankful to the Dr. Arun Sandore sir, my guides. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now the topic is open for discussion. If anybody wants to ask any questions, you can ask.
Devidas,
Yes, sir.
Salmonia ciliata belongs to which family?
Polygonaceae, sir.
Polygonaceae or Polygalaceae?
Sorry, sir.
That's what. Okay, I know you were knowing. Just ask. Then,
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
How many endemic ephemerals are there on this plateau?
9.
Okay.
9.
Congratulations, you are doing good work. Huh? Great. All the best.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best. Huh?
Okay. Now here I mentioned that first session is over, and for conclusion I hand over it to the Dr. Sheikh sir. Dr. Sheikh sir, you may conclude the session.
Sir, can I present? I have to present.
Who is there? What is the name?
Sir, Ranjitam.
Taude sir. Taide sir. Taide sir, are you there? Taide sir.
Yes, if she wants to present, she can.
But, okay.
Later present, huh?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, madam. I was just checking. Either she is present in for this session or next session, but it's okay.
I'll check. Huh? I'll check.
Sir, it's showing that disabled participants.
No, just a minute, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
She is from
first session or next session?
She was from first session only.
Okay.
She must have missed.
She was from first session.
Okay, ma'am, you can go ahead.
Sir, it's showing like host disabled participant screen.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now you can share your screen.
Sir, is it in the presentation form?
Yeah.
Good evening to one and all. Myself, Ranjitam Silvaraj, student of SIS College of Arts, Science and Commerce, would like to present my research topic on study on effect of air pollution on plants by comparing from polluted and non-polluted side by the guidance of Ashwini Deshpande ma'am. I was going to various newspaper articles and I came across this paper on 9th August 2021, where the report stated that IPCC report has stated that there is a rise in air pollutant level in India and as well as in South Asia, and they have highlighted various air pollutants which is responsible for the air pollution. And this is the recent article which we all would have gone through, that March 23, 2022, and also shocking one that out of 10 polluted places, 63 were from Indian side. It was stated by IQAR. And more shocking was from 15 most polluted side, 10 cities were from India. So much these issues now we are very much concerned about is because of it ill effects on the human beings. So this made me to think that when there is effect on human beings, how this problem is also going to affect the plants, and that is the reason that I choose this topic. So then I was reviewing various papers and various books. I got to know that yes, even plants are facing various outbreak threats. Among them is one is air pollutant, and because of that, it is going to affect the physiological, morphological, and biochemical constituents of the. And then it is going to now directly affect the plant growth. And it's how it happens is that this air pollutants they enter through this cell, and that will reduce the concentration of the photosynthetic pigment, and of course that's going to directly affect the plant productivity. Various research authors who have done research, and they also found out that as air pollution is having the effect on the biochemical parameters. And I almost 34 research paper from 16 in the international and from national, and I made sure I review from the paper which is no background from India, but from even various other countries and even different state of India. I came to I framed my aims and objectives. So my aims are this following are my aims. To determine the effect of air pollution on plants from comparing polluted and non-polluted side, to estimate the APTI value, chemical constituents, stomatal behavior, sugar and protein estimation of by comparing from polluted and non-polluted side, and to analyze it. So these are the area where I choose. It's the polluted area as a Wadala and non-polluted area as Maharashtra Nature Park Mahim. And my materials and methods, the cited plant species were Polyarea longifolia and Ficus religiosa, Azalea indica. So these are the plants which I chose for my study. And my physiological analysis was first I started with chlorophyll estimation, and this is how I performed the chlorophyll estimation. And then second is pH of leaf extract, and this is how I performed the pH of I estimated the pH. And then